these mixed up. I couldn't find a paper trace that said what the feature is. What would come in through a library defect report, it's possible that I just fooled myself and this one didn't happen. So take this one with a big grain of salt. So it's the idea that when I've got literal type, we can expand the idea of what non-type template parameters to be to allow beyond just integers and pointers here. I particularly want to look at that to see what, if we're using a floating point there, what are the rules for matching names and so forth. But because I couldn't find the actual paper trail, I'm no longer convinced by what's going to put the slides together that makes the final cut. I'm going to have to go back and re-research my notes, I'm afraid. One of the big features coming from the template features still in C++ 17 is if-concept. The idea here is the condition I pass to if-concept is going to be some code that you evaluate and compile parameters on to take correctly. And then which of the two branches of code you've got in if-else is actually compiled is chosen. So if I've got an expression that isn't going to compile on the under the if branch, normally what you have to do is you have to have part specialization. So class template or overload the function template, you go to a very indirect medium just to jump around the fact that I've done the test, I know whether or not this grammar is good, the code here is going to match the name, look at rules and be a valid expression. And I've got something else I want to do if it isn't. I want to write that cleanly in one place, like the example here, rather than have an indirecting function that goes into an overload step that is packaged accordingly, perhaps to enable it. It's really messy. So this is going to clean up an awful lot of obscure template code that could be written much more directly. All expressions were popular requests for variadic templates, where I've got the parameter pack contains, and the example I'm using here, I've got three kinds of folds in the standard: the left fold, the right fold, and the binary fold. Because I'm great familiar with functional programming, everything I know about functional programming I learned by reverse engineering from C++ templates. So I don't know the vocabulary, but if you know the vocabulary, these are the terms you're looking for. Otherwise, read the syntax and hopefully it becomes very clear what's happening. I've got a left fold on double ampersand. I'm going to do a conjunction every expression in the pack expansion and get to all false at the end. It does follow the traditional short-circuiting rules when it evaluates all those expressions, but it also has to instantiate all those expressions in the parameter pack before it starts evaluating them. So if you're looking for a short-circuit evaluation step, because I know that the third one was true, I don't need to worry about whether or not the fifth or sixth thing in the pack is going to compile correctly or not. It would have failed. Now, you still have to instantiate the whole pack, but it will combine accordingly. Another popular feature requested for a long time, and we just didn't quite know how to specify its standard ease. We think we've got it right now, and it came in right on the deadline of C++ 17. Using templates from their constructor. So I've got a class template, and it's got a template constructor in there. Depending on how I call that constructor, I could be able to use the actual parameters for the class itself. So here's an example. I'm trying to say I'm going to have a pair. This would be an alternative pointer main pair function. I'm going to initialize it with port 2u and hello world as a string. Therefore, just having found a pair and then these things in the HTML telegraph, is the kind of I'm trying to use class for a pair. I find the only match, and from that, I can deduce that for pair T and U, T was an unsigned in, then U has to be a string. And for those cases where it's not immediately obvious from the template itself, we can have outside the class a deduction guide that can give direct. So in this case, I'm going to call the container constructor that takes a pair of iterators. But the iterator does not apply to the container element. They refer to a container element. So when I call that, I know I'm doing a deduction. I'm just using the iterator type. The deduction guide says, well, I'm a container whose element type is the value type of the iterator that I can find iterator. And that's all lets me deduce that the container, I've got a container of int, because I have a sequence of ints that I'm passing through iterator.